A common question that I hear speakers or wannabe speakers ask is, what do I do with my hands? Whenever I'm speaking, I just don't know what to do with my hands. Do I put them in my pockets? Do I do? I, I'm so confused and it makes me nervous. Excellent question. I get it. I had that same thought when I was early in my speaking career. Before we give you an idea on what to do to help that, let's talk about what you shouldn't do. No gestures. That's right, no gestures. Now, I know from my Toastmaster friends, and I got started in Toastmasters 29 years ago, I know that that phrase, no gestures, probably just fried your brain cells because this is an idea that's been taught in Toastmasters for decades. Work a gesture in. Why don't I like gestures? Because for the most part, they feel inauthentic. I see people who talk about how they got their heart was just so hurt when something bad happened to them, or when they dream, they look out and they reach for the sky. And I think, do you do that in your everyday conversation? Maybe you do. If so, you probably have an acting background, and that's okay. Most people do not do that with their hands. It's not how they move when they talk about the pain they've had in their life or the great joy or looking to the future. That's just not what we do. If you want to convey those emotions, it should be through your vocal tone, and your face should show it. But this is a video about what do you do with your hands. Here's a great solution. Don't do gestures. What you do is when you are rehearsing, first of all, drop your hands to your side. That's going to feel really strange. You'll start. This is a problem I had for years. Is I'd bring my arms up at a 90-degree angle and I'd hold them there. Or the fig leaf. You know what the fig leaf is? That's when you put your hands, cover one over the other, in front of that area below the waist. That draws attention to where you don't want people looking. So we don't want to do that. So drop your hands to your side. If you find that you have distracting mannerisms, great idea I got years ago from one of my fellow coaches, 2 water bottles. Take a water bottle in each hand, drop it to your side. Anytime you do the distracting manner, the mannerism or the movement, you're going to hear that water. One of my favorite examples is one of my clients, Bob. Bob, terrific speaker, he had this habit of slapping the sides of his legs. I mean, it would be this loud sometimes. He just wouldn't stop. We used the water bottle trick. I put the water in his hands. He hit his legs a few times, but he stopped doing it because he could hear and feel the water, and he was afraid he was going to hit so hard he was going to break the water bottle and bust it all over his pants. He didn't want to do that. I don't care what the reason is. It worked. I got together with him about a year later. We were doing work on another speech, and he had reinstalled. He started doing that same gesture again. So right in the middle of one of his speeches, I said, just keep talking. Went, grabbed the 2 water bottles, shoved them in his hands. He immediately stopped the gesture. This will help you drop your hands to your side. You will have natural movements that will occur. That's fine. But you'll stop those overbearing, those extremely distracting mannerisms. And you won't use gestures, because if you're looking to the future and a water bottle shaking, you're going to say, that doesn't make a lot of sense. So this is a quick tip. What can you do with your hands? Drop them to your sides. If you've got those distracting mannerisms, grab a water bottle, put one in each hand. You'll very quickly become aware of what you're doing. And pretty soon you won't need the water bottles. See you in our next video.